Hi, welcome to Salty Bitter Show. It's about two roommates that we kind of get along. Mostly we hate each other, and we can just kind of talk some crap. Let's get started.
All right, so we're talking about the Batman review here today, and that's on HBO Max. It's also at the theater still. It probably won't be by the time you watch this or hear this. The director is Matt Reeves. He's also one of the writers with Peter Craig and Bill Finger.
Finger.
Yeah, someone was getting fingered when they were making this. This guy Matt Reeves, he did Planet of the Apes movies, War of the Planet of the Apes, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, Cloverfield, Let Me
The
In.
Orgy of the Planet of the Apes.
That was my personal favorite.
It's very good.
And the movie 10 Cloverfield Lane with John Goodman. That's a creepy, scary movie. It's quite good, actually. I didn't know he directed that movie.
Is that the Godzilla movie? That it's not a Godzilla movie?
John Goodman, yeah, he does kind of look like Godzilla. You're right about that. That might have been a Godzilla movie. John Goodman was really good in it. I mean, he does not depict himself well, but I was kind of surprised he took that.
Does he ever even in Roseanne, he doesn't depict himself well. I think that's a shtick.
That is probably pretty true. But anyhow, the lead actor who's Batman is Robert Pattinson. He's the guy from Twilight, the heartthrob from the Twilight movies. Not what you would expect.
Hey, he's a good actor.
He is. He's the best out of the trio. Again,
That's not much competition though. Let's be like, it's like saying the best runner out of a one-legged race because he has two legs. You know?
Yeah, I mean, well, I have to say that female actress on Twilight, what is it? What's her name?
I have no idea. The one that have no emotions.
Yeah, is it Kristen Stewart?
I think so.
Okay. She is like my least favorite actress on the planet. And then I guess Mark Wahlberg would be the least favorite male. Remember, he's the guy in The Happening. Yeah.
I like that guy.
He was just an underwear model that hit it big. But I mean, he really shouldn't be
That's
acting.
the American dream.
Granted, that's better than I could do, probably. But I mean, and I don't want to be an actor, but I mean,
But you want to be an underwear model.
Yeah. So, Paul Dano is the Riddler, who did quite a good job.
Best Riddler ever.
Yeah, he was really good. Jeffrey Wright is Lieutenant James Gordon, the guy in Westworld. He's the detective that hangs out with Batman. He's on Batman's side and trusts Batman. John Turturro is Jesus from The Big Lebowski. He's Catwoman's daddy.
Falcone, the mob
yeah.
boss.
Mm-hmm. So he basically has an estranged family relationship. And Batman eventually takes him into custody since the mob is running things owned by the police. But Andy Serkis, Gollum from Lord of the Rings, as Alfred in the movie, which is he actually was quite good. I mean, he doesn't look like Gollum in the movie though. My precious.
Batman, my precious.
So it takes place in Gotham City as always. Does Batman ever take place anywhere else? Or?
No, it used to be in New York back in the first comic books, but it's usually Gotham.
Okay, so
sometimes they go to Metropolis to help Superman out, but that's about it.
All right, so the new Batman harkens back to the original to some degree, without the cornball shenanigans or the Batwatusi or Go-Go Girls doing the laugh-in dance. But information eventually provided to Batman takes him to the Penguin first, and that's played by Colin Farrell, who I didn't recognize. His makeup's quite heavy and good, and he does a great job, but I just didn't know it was him when I was watching it. So the Penguin's cocktail waitress is played by Zoe Kravitz, and that's the Catwoman. That's Lenny Kravitz's daughter. Eventually, the trail leads to the Riddler. The Riddler is creating havoc in Gotham, and it's a protest of political disgust of Gotham's political figures. Sound familiar?
New Jersey?
New Jersey's always got issues, but yeah, and that's where it originally, I think, takes place, right? That Gotham's modeled after Jersey. So,
Yes.
All right, so the Riddler reveals information about the Wayne family, basically drags the skeletons out of the closet, and this brings Batman and the Riddler together once again. So, overall, without getting into all the details of the movie, I liked it. I enjoyed it. I'm not a big Batman connoisseur or fan, but to me, it was worth the watch. My biggest complaint is it's long. It's like 3 hours. But
yeah, I think a lot of it could be cut. I think the Catwoman stuff could have been cut.
a lot of it could have been cut down, and so it just sort of dragged a little. But overall, I mean, it still held my interest, and I enjoyed it. So, what did you like the movie overall?
Oh,
Mr.
yeah.
Salton?
That is actually the best Riddler I ever seen. That's including the anime TV show, the Jim Carrey one. The problem with the Riddler is that every time I read the comics with Riddler, I keep thinking, why can't the Joker do this? This is because the Riddler is the Joker. This one, it actually felt distinct. It actually feel like, okay, this is an actual character. It's not like the Joker at all.
Yeah, I think you mentioned something that makes a lot of sense to me, and that's you thought the Riddler.
My Joker origin story?
Yeah,
Yeah, I always believed that the Joker origin should be like this. Before the Joker, he was the Riddler, and Batman lost his temper, so he punched him hard or pushed him, and he fell to the vat of chemicals, and then the Riddler became the Joker. Because it makes too much sense. They're exactly the same guy. Reason why this Riddler is really good is because Batman isn't the smartest guy on the planet. The Riddler actually outsmarted him.
Yeah. So the Riddler, the villain, doesn't look very menacing. In fact, he looks like a school shooter. And I think that's what makes it scarier when you're watching it, because he looks like your average Joe, your next door neighbor. He's kind of friendly looking even.
He looks like the kind of guy that looks weird and acts weird in your workplace, but you think he's harmless.
Yeah, and I think that's what makes it scarier to me. So that's why I like those kind of villains better, rather than someone that looks menacing. Someone that looks innocent, that really is messed up mentally, is way scarier.
Yeah, even though when he screeches in the movie, he does it so well that it's not annoying either. It's an actual detective story because Batman is the world's greatest detective. A lot of the other movies, it's more like he's an action hero with some detective work on the side. This one was just mostly detective work.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought too. What I liked about it, he was a detective. Typically, it's always action-packed every 2 seconds in Batman, and this one was they were revealing things little by little with riddles and stuff like that, and it was way more intriguing. Instead
And the riddles, can't speak. They're actually good. Like I could never figure them out, but as soon as you see the answer, it's like, oh, it's right there.
Yeah, I don't know if Batman should figure them out that quick, but
he's the world's greatest detective.
But
Batman,
yeah, but I guess he did. So. And I did like the fact that he wasn't whispering the entire time like Christian Bale. I mean, that gets old.
That wasn't really more of a whisper, that's more of a growl.
Yeah, but it gets old after a while, so he was just using his regular voice. And I also like the fact, and these are kind of, I guess we're getting into spoiler stuff now, but I also like the fact that his motorbike wasn't the size of a tank.
Oh, the Batmobile, the way it
Yeah. I mean, that's so often you'll see that. And it took you on a journey, and I like that part. And it wasn't a campy journey either.
I like that Batman is actually unhinged. Like, he's crazy. Like, there's something wrong with him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because every time it's Batman, it's always like this power fantasy. With this one, he's like, it kind of sucks being Batman. This guy is really disturbed, really hurting,
So,
and I love that he's not invisible. He cannot take down like 50 guys in one room. He actually was struggling to fight like 4 guys in a room.
Right. But you like the Batman movies and the comics. I mean, you're more a superhero fan than I am, so.
Yeah, mostly Batman though. I just know a little bit about the other stuff.
So now do you want to get into what you didn't like?
There's some stuff I didn't like, honestly. I kind of want to see how Riddler pulled off breaking into the mayor's house and was able to kill him, or how he's able to break into the DA car, because the whole point, and this is spoilers, he needed Batman to get to Falcone to get him out of the club, the Penguins Club, to kill him. But it's like, that guy is like a master stealth artist. He could go in there anytime.
It really does get a little detaily, when you kind of are watching it, and you're like, does it need to get this convoluted with, the mob bosses and all that stuff? But that's part of the length of the movie, which I don't know.
And honestly, they revealed the Joker because, of course, it's Batman. I think that's a missed opportunity because that could have been another detective story. Like, who is this crazy maniac killing people? We would know it's a Joker, but the Batman has to figure it out,
There's also, what bothered me was in the top of the movie, there's a song. It's called Something in the Way. Something in the Way. It's a Nirvana song. And that song was getting in the way for me because it basically was competing with the dialogue in the movie. You couldn't actually hear the actors and actresses because the music underneath also had words underneath, which is like unheard of. Like, I mean, I was a television editor for 22 years. We would never, ever put words or singing over dialogue because they compete with each other directly. I mean, it makes sense. So the fact that, I understand that Nirvana's gone, but the masters exist. You can always take the masters and take the vocals out. And you can, you can actually work with equipment nowadays to take the vocals out. And that I blame the director on, because that is I mean, it was pissing me off even when I watched, and I was lunging towards the computer to type that. So, I mean, but it's just, it's a mistake, and it has to be pointed out, so.
Yeah, that was annoying. Also, do you have a problem when he was gliding in the air? You see the front shot of him, but Batman, it looks so fake.
Yeah, but I mean, I get it. You know, with the green screen, sometimes it just doesn't come across,
I would have cut it off. It just looks so bad. The other shots when he's going through the building, you see the window going through the buildings, looks great, but that front shot just takes it away.
Yeah, I mean, again, they had the time to cut. I don't know. Yeah, it's just like I don't know why they didn't.
The director cut would be 5 hours.
Right, and also the actor, you know, Robert Pattinson, he looks constipated at times to me.
He's like very plain.
But he just, you know what I'm saying? When he was like when he was driving in the car, like it looked like he was ready to take a dump. I was like,
I was a cop in Gotham. I would hate my life too.
It just looked like to me he was constipated. That could be from his Twilight lessons he learned from actress Kristen Stewart. That's her name from Twilight. But I do think he was the best of the bunch. So I'm glad he was rewarded with this role. The whole time I thought it was good, but you know the ramp. You know
Pattinson is the one who plays Batman, right? Not Gordon.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about Gordon.
Gordon, no, that's what's his face from Westworld.
Sorry.
That guy is pretty dry, I have to say.
Yeah,
I mean, that's Jeffrey Wright.
Yeah, he was very plain in this one.
There's a point in the scene of the movie which is really ridiculous. The whole gabagoo, gabaga, gabagoo, like the whole Italian Sopranos mafioso screaming.
Look at the rest of his face. Why are you showing that? Look at it now. Open your eyes.
Open your eyes. Yeah, there's a point in the movie where Batman and Commissioner Gordon and the Penguin are all outside chatting, the three of them together. Batman actually isn't talking. The two of them are, he's so mafioso, and basically Commissioner Gordon tries to override him and talk to him. He's going, what are you talking about? And then he goes, open your eye. And he's just screaming, and it sounds like The Sopranos, but it's so overacted. We both started just bursting out laughing. Because
it was a stupid scene. It was hilarious, though.
Right. It's like gabagoo. It's like, and gabagoo is, we researched this. I thought it was spaghetti, but it's actually salami.
But dry meat.
Yeah, but I don't know anyone that says gabagoo except for The Sopranos, but and Mad TV. Yeah. So, which is gone. But you have, if nothing else, you have to watch that scene. And I'm really surprised the director didn't say, we have to do a second take. It's just too over the top and crazy, you know, but.
It was escalating perfectly, and just that actor just shoot it straight to the moon. Funny as hell, though. But I do have 2 questions to ask you about the movie.
Yes.
For the most part, Riddler did win, but should he win 100%? Should Batman just fail to make a more compelling movie?
If the Riddler won and Batman died, that would have been my favorite Batman movie of all time.
Yeah, it would be too.
Because you're not expecting that. And then if they just had a new Batman come in and a whole new thing with the whole new...
just a one-off movie.
Yeah.
Just a one-off with him.
Oh, my God. It would be like... I mean, and then you know what would happen, though? They'd bring it back as, he really isn't dead.
He was in a coma.
Yeah. And all it took was a little bit of bat juice to get him back on track. It was just like,
Superman came in, gave him some Kryptonian blood, and, he got back to life because Superman could do anything.
You know, they're combining all of that shit. And I have to say, if you don't watch the movies like me, where I did not watch...
Oh, the Avengers?
Thanos?
And you jumped right into the Infinity Gauntlet?
You're right. I didn't watch any of that stuff. Thanos with all these gloves and stones. I didn't know what the hell was going on. You had to stop the movie 40 times.
No, I had to show you a YouTube video. Shout out to Imaginary Access. He explains it really well about the Infinity Stones.
Yeah, because without him, I would have had to go back to college, get a degree, then stream the movie again. My
parents told me Comic Books 101 in college would be a waste of time.
And here we are.
Broke as shit.
Wasting time. And worse yet, wasting your time. So there you go. Yeah, and Christian Bale, which is I guess the former Batman. It's an honor, but we have him here today.
Yeah, welcome here, Christian Bale.
Thank you very much.
So, how do you feel about being replaced?
Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Why not? I thought you were tired of the role.
Oh, I'm a way better whispering Batman. I resent this new pretty boy, Robert Pattinson.
Can you say that again? You're groggling too much.
I said I really hate this new pretty boy. He's not me.
Well, of course he's not you. He's better as a Batman. He doesn't sound like he's gargling a mouthful of dick.
Yes, but I have one thing he doesn't have.
What is it? It's not charisma. You both don't have that.
It's a $5,000 jockstrap.
Okay, is this part of your Batman costume?
It does many things.
I'm scared to ask, but okay, explain.
It makes bat guano from my bat drop-ins. I can pot a plant without stopping by Home Depot.
Explain the process. How can your human shit become guano?
That's part of the magic. That's why it costs so much money. It also has a catheter.
All right, that's actually pretty useful.
It comes in
I
handy.
don't think you have a zipper in that bat suit.
Trying to remove that giant neoprene suit to pull my bat weenie out is quite challenging.
You have a bat tattoo in your weenie?
How did you know? Were you?
Quite figured. You look like the type.
I'm proud of my bat weenie.
Who did it?
I f-
Alfred?
No, I don't let Alfred touch my bat weenie.
Not anymore, right?
Never. Never. It also has a water hose, my $5,000 jockstrap, so I can wash my salty ball sack.
Yeah, you sweat a lot in there. I can
Yes, the excess water goes down my leg. The penguin thought I pissed my pants, but it's really a built-in bidet. You can call me the king of gadgets. Inspector Gadget has nothing on me. I have way more money.
we don't doubt that. It seems to me cost more than $5,000. How do you cut the cost?
Well, the $5,000 is just the actual jockstrap neoprene glitter suit underneath. I don't reveal it because it's a family show. But
Catwoman saw it.
well, of course, because we're together on and on. And lastly, it has a built-in enema, so I can keep that clean, fresh feeling all day.
I heard you have a tampon dispenser there too. I don't think that'd be useful for the Batman.
These are rumors. It has no tampon dispenser. But the enema, it allows me to release to my potential enemy and give them a toxic skunk bat spray. After a run-in like that with me, no one messes with the Batman.
I can see why everybody wants to kill you.
Yes, I have many features in my bat jockstrap. Imagine how many gadgets I have in the rest of me.
But how can you shoot the toxic out if it's inside your suit? Seems like it's gonna be kind of difficult to remove all that just to do that.
I have a cork in the back. Low tech is high tech. Kiss my ass, Inspector Gadget. I'm Batman.
This is a strange turn in events. Anything else about your expensive jock strap?
No, but don't try to feel me up if you see me signing autographs. Say, Christian Bale, I heard you have a $5,000 neoprene jockstrap under your neoprene bat suit. Can I feel you up? Maybe you shouldn't ask. Next time you see me, just do it.
I promise I won't do that. But all right. Anything else you want to add, Christian Bale?
I, Christian Bale, will be back as Batman, and you will worship me.
I think nobody worshipped you. I think you were considered the worst Batman ever, actually. I think Adam West is higher than you.
I wish I could do the Bat Watusi. And on that note, I hope you have a wonderful show. Now that I'm leaving, it won't be, though.
Well, so I guess that.
Wow, the light just turned off. He just disappeared.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
still got it.
well, and I have to thank Christian Bale for like showing up and involving himself in our first podcast. I mean, it's quite
How you got him? Like,
you know, it's hard, but it's my connection from, the 22 years of
the 22 worlds.
22 worlds that I come from. I actually jumped through portal and dimensions, and I did that to be here today. So there you go. Well, hopefully we'll do another review soon.
We don't plan this ahead, so whatever movie or it doesn't, and it's not really really movies. It's just us talking.
Right. What movie do you want to do next? You said The Happening.
Yeah, I wanted to do
Oh,
that.
God.
You mentioned Mark Wahlberg. That's your fault.
God, that
You
is
know
the
how I am,
worst
dude.
movie, man.
That's
Oh,
the best movie.
so how many movies would you give The Batman? I'd give it 3 stars. What would you give it?
Honestly, because it's so unique, it's not the same old grisly Batman all the time. It's younger now. Finally, I would give it a 4.5.
That high?
It's the best Batman movie I've seen.
Okay.
And
Well,
and you know me with my first Batman, Michael Keaton. That's my Batman.
Right.
It's your Adam West. That's your Batman. So.
And I always review things harsher. Always, like I give way lower scores in general. So, but I would recommend seeing it. I like it. I guess for the Salt and Bitter show,
We wish you a good day or a good night, or
whatever you're doing,
if you're watching this, you probably don't work. So
you're probably a low life like us. Thanks for
thanks for listening, and hopefully, if you listened to this last part and my editor didn't cut it, well, you know a little bit about ourselves.
It's your fault. Over and out.